So I'm noticing this trend among NFL fans where everyone wants to get rid of their long tenured coach. Obviously, you see it in New England with Bill Belichick, and you see it in Pittsburgh with Mike Tomlin. I'm even starting to see it in Baltimore a little bit with John Harbaugh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you the grass is not always greener. In fact, it is often mushy and brown. So take a quick trip with me through NFL history as we look through some long tenure coaches, historically great coaches, and see what happened after they left their seat. First up, we got Don Shula. Winningest head coach ever, spent 26 years as the Miami Dolphins head coach, won a Super Bowl or two while he was over there. In 1996, after a 9-7 season and a first-round exit in the playoffs, management came to him, tried to make changes to his coaching staff and take away some of his power over decision-making. So Don Shula essentially gave them his ass to kiss. I'm summarizing. There's an actual Bill Plaschke story that you could read from 1996, which is a very good piece, by the way. It's in the LA Times. Go read it. But essentially, he said, no, I'm not doing that, and ended up retiring. So what happened next? Well, they bring in Jimmy Johnson. Yes, that Jimmy Johnson from the Dallas Cowboys, who ended up going 8-8, first year as head coach, last in the division, no playoffs, 9-7, first round playoff exit, 10-6. Oh, look, they won a playoff game and they lost in the second round, and they haven't even sniffed the Super Bowl since. So that's head coach example number one. Head coach example number two, Paul Brown, another one of the greatest coaches ever, if not the greatest coach ever. Depends on how deep in the NFL history film bag you want to go. Coached the Browns to 3 NFL championships. The damn team is named after him. But in January of 1963, Art Modell decided to have an ego trip, thought Paul Brown's name held too much weight in the organization, because, his name was literally on the organization, decided he wanted to let Paul Brown go. And the Browns have been a poverty franchise ever since. So I want this to just be a quick lesson to everyone who is calling for their head coach to be fired. I get it. It's the social media era. Everyone's impatient. I feel you. I promise I do. But nobody's asking the most important question after firing these head coaches. For who? Who the hell are you bringing in that's going to do a better job with... I use my Patriots as the example. Who are you bringing into the Patriots as currently constructed that is going to do a better coaching job than Bill Belichick is doing right now? I'm strictly talking as a coach. We can talk about the GM stuff later. Who are these coaching candidates that y'all are so excited to go get to? In this upcoming cycle, how many viable and actually exciting coaching candidates are there? 2? 3, maybe? We got Ben Johnson for the Lions. He's the hottest name, but have you seen the Lions lately? That name doesn't glitter the way it used to before. Got Mike McDonald, the DC for the Ravens. Okay, defensive coaches are supposed to be obsolete, but sure. I like Mike McDonald. I like what the Ravens defense is doing. I've been on the front lines for the Eric Bieniemy deserves a head coaching job campaign, but after what the Commanders season has looked like this year, it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. Jim Harbaugh, maybe? Do you want Kellen Moore after you see what the Chargers look like now and how the Cowboys look after he's gone? Brian Flores has the Vikings defense looking better than before, but he's currently suing the league, and Miami's media is making him look like he's the boogeyman and was bullying Tua his whole time down there. So that doesn't look so great. Adam Schefter reported, I think it was about a couple weeks or a month ago, that there could be up to 10 head coaching vacancies going into this offseason. I maybe gave you 2 or 3 candidates that are actually eligible and exciting for you to hire on your team. And let's say you're Ben Johnson. This is pure speculation and me projecting here. This upcoming offseason, he will more than likely have the choice to coach Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Caleb Williams, or Drake May. If your team does not have or is in a position to acquire one of those 4 quarterbacks, Ben Johnson's not even going to look your way if he has half a brain. Your other option is a retread who still has a foot mark on his ass from getting the boot from his last job. So what are you really rushing your long-tenured, possibly Hall of Fame coach out the door for? For what? So here's my suggestion. And again, we're going to keep using the Patriots as an example because it's my favorite team, so why not? Instead of replacing him, we try to do the Shula method, but let's not be so heavy-handed this time. It's, hey man, we all saw how the season went. These coaches aren't dumb. They expect success from themselves too. Obviously, they know what's going on right now is not what the desired result is. Just, hey, Bill, buddy. So can we look at the staff together? You know what I mean? I'm not going to come in and say, you must hire this offense coordinator now, because that's not going to work. No. Let's look together. Let's do this as a unit, because that's what we are, right? We're a team. We're a franchise. This is how we're supposed to pull this together, because it is much better to deal with the devil you know instead of the devil you don't.